How to ID refusal properly, video courtesy of Film the Police YouTube channel. Subscribe to the CHILOMENT YouTube channel for more entertaining content. That's CHILOMENT at YouTube. Thanks for your support.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story.
Where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. That's
Do you have an ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me, no. What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are.
Unless I committed a crime, no. My policy is I don't identify myself unless you suspected me.
Then I'm going to ask you to stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
why would you stop me from recording? So you're saying because I won't?
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
Because I won't identify myself to you. You're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity. That's what you're saying.
I'm asking you to leave.
But I have every right to be here, no?
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you don't want to give me that. So it's tit for tat.
Alright guys, so we're at the South Haven Police Department, right across the street from the South Haven City Hall. So far, so good. No issues. Hey, how are you? Good.
Lieutenant Coke, South Haven Police Department. What can we help you with?
No.
No?
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Coke with the South Haven Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jackie.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there
doing.
a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or?
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say
government, one doesn't.
Well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you from Mississippi or?
Oh, I'm not from the area. No.
Where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah.
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself. That's
correct. Do you have
correct.
an ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me. No.
You don't have any type of form of identification? Or
No,
anything?
no.
Something with a picture on it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of a state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who we got and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me,
That's fine.
I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay.
Unless I committed a crime, no. Or
It's not necessarily you committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public. We usually, well, I say usually, we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via a citation if they've made a traffic stop, or they called us out there, or we get a call from, say, City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Right?
No, and I understand your policy completely.
Right. So that policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So if you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
My policy is I don't identify myself unless you
then I'm going to ask
suspected
you to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here. Then you're on.
So you're saying because I won't.
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
Because I won't identify myself to you. You're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here. No.
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you don't want to give me that. So it's tit for tat.
But it's not a tit for tat.
Okay.
That's not very professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Okay, where's your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless you suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that lawful order.
You need reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to demand.
You just did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law, you know who I am.
All right.
Well, please.
One thing, if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department,
so
by all means,
this Camry over here says law enforcement. Is that?
That's actually a personal tag.
So why does it say? Why would they do that? Preferential treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund, so when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for the
I can respect that, yeah.
That's what that tag's for.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my unmarked unit that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars, you can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the plain. I'm telling you right now, it's the plain view doctrine. It's the plain view doctrine, correct? If you could see it, are you trespassing into?
Reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car?
Are you when you're on a traffic stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk? When you're at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight. Do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Anything you can see from public.
What's the difference between you and me?
Nothing, really.
Is it not? Because I have this on here,
yeah.
And it's also a safety
you have a badge
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah,
you, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out
Correct.
there getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in public. They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to Walmart and do the same thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, sir. This is public property, sir. That's the difference. Okay. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look.
I understand what you're asking me, sir.
I understand. Every vehicle out here is for an officer.
I understand that. Some of these are
public cars, the people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's parked in it.
Right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not.
I'm
being very reasonable. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay, great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should take that seriously. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see how they try and make it seem? How they try and make it seem that they can demand ID whenever they want. And to somebody who doesn't know their rights, and this is exactly why I make these kinds of videos, for somebody who doesn't know their rights, they would have, honestly, been intimidated by the lieutenant and the sergeant here